Good afternoon, guys, and happy Monday to all of your sunshiny faces, guys. Honestly, it's not really that late. My nighttime alarm has not even gone off yet to tell me that I need to get into bed, because holy cow, guys, the sun just erupted in this kitchen right now. My camera is taking a couple seconds right now to like catch up because it was just so dark. Okay, there it goes. Holy cow, that was crazy. Anyways, guys, yeah, so I am actually, like I said, going to take a shower right now because I just stayed up to watch the Cubs game, which ended up ending just a little bit before 10:30, so I can get in the shower a little bit before 10:30 hopefully. But yeah, so my buddy Charlie's in here with me, aren't you, Charlie? Hi, bud. Hi. Oh, that's my alarm. That means I got to go get in the shower. You want to take a shower? You're the cutest little lips. Say hi. You want me to turn that off? Is it annoying? Anyways, guys, yeah, I stayed up because, well, or I was up watching the game because I like seriously didn't know really what to do with myself. After we got done babysitting, I actually finished watching a movie I was watching last night before I fell asleep, and I was like, honestly, I'm just gonna record this, and like when I am done babysitting tomorrow, I'll watch it. Anyways, after I got like done babysitting for today, I was watching the end of the movie that I had fallen asleep watching last night, and then I was like, okay, what else am I gonna do? And so then me and Jack were like, you know what we haven't done in a really long time? We, at one point, honestly, I think this was like maybe 2 years ago, we're trying to play like the Lego, like finish all the Lego games and stuff like that, and we were just talking about it recently because we were like, oh, my little boy that we're babysitting for would like playing like the Lego games and stuff like that, because we have literally a bunch of them. So we were talking about that, and so yeah, we were like, you know, Jack was gonna download it or whatever, and we were playing the Star Wars one like 2 years ago or something like that. We were like, let's try and finish it and get all the achievements and stuff like that. So honestly, guys, there are so many games that I play literally just so I can get the achievements. Like what game was that? I was playing Left 4 Dead, I think it is, yeah. And I played it a couple times. I'm not a huge fan of like those kind of like shooting games and stuff like that, like a whole lot, like other than really like Fallout 4, but it's like a open world concept kind of game. Like I don't like games where it's just like objective based, like go shoot this thing, or you know, go, you know, kill the zombies, whatever. And then like I'm basically supposed to go and do that, and then like I'm done with the mission or whatever, and like I don't really like playing those kind of games. And so like I played it, but I was like, I'm only gonna try and get the achievements. So I got one that was like a really tough one to get, like totally on accident and literally by coincidence, and Matthew was super mad because he didn't get it. Like, I mean, this was like years ago. This was like on Xbox 360 when that was like a new thing. Probably close to when the game actually first came out, and I just remember him like still to this day he's upset because I don't think he has that achievement and I do. And so there's tons of like those kind of things. Like I literally just play so I can get the achievements. But I don't know why though, like the Lego Star Wars game has a lot of like memories, because we used to play it when it, like literally when it first came out, like for PS2 we had it, and then I finished the complete saga on the Wii. But the thing is that like I can say I did it, but unless I have the achievements to prove it, because like I obviously don't even think we have like the save file for it anymore, like I can't play it anymore. So or you know, like I don't have any proof that I actually did it, whereas like if I get it as an achievement, like that can't be taken away from me. Like I got that fair and square, and so like, you know, I have that to show and to prove that I actually finished it for once, because like, you know, you can't really like see like that I did finish that. And like honestly, it's one of those things where like when I finally did, I was like, holy cow, I'm so happy that I did this. Like I did it once too for, which was we introduced a little boy we were babysitting today to Spyro, which like I said I used to have for the PS1 version of the Spyro, the second one. And I finished that 100%, and I was like nobody else knows that like I finished it, or like there's no like proof or anything like that. So I literally, when we got the reignited or whatever, you know, when they remastered it just recently, we got it for the Xbox, I was literally like, I can finish all this because I know that game like the back of my hand. I used to play it so much when I was like little. It's crazy. That, and then also too, I heard like rumors somewhere that they're supposed to be redoing the SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. I also had that game, and again, like the back of my hand, I know that game. So as soon as they like remaster it, I'm gonna like get it. And yeah, there's honestly though, it's the nostalgia, and that's why I think like so many companies right now though too are taking like so much advantage of like our age kind of like nostalgia for video games and movies. Like what's up with all the Disney movies being, you know, now in like all the CGI and like, you know, all that kind of stuff, like with the, what's it called, Lion King, you know, with Cinderella, and you got Beauty and the Beast, you know, all that kind of stuff, the live action ones. And you know, now you're doing the same thing with like video games and stuff like that. Like you had Crash and Spyro, now you're gonna be remastering like these other games. Like, you know, it's kind of that thing, everybody's trying to cash in on that nostalgia for like our kind of age group and stuff like that, of all these old games that like we used to play and stuff like that, and now, you know, kind of like I said, remastering them and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't totally lost where I was going with this. Oh, but anyway, so me and Jack were gonna play that, and I was like, well, let's play in my room, since like we were just in there anyway, and I was already in there watching, like I said, finished watching the movie. And so then we were gonna download it, and it took forever to download, like honestly like 2 hours, and we were like, oh, let's watch YouTube till then. Then by that time it was 9 o'clock, and I was like, seriously, we don't have enough time, I'm gonna go to bed in an hour and a half, so what's the point? I just watched the Cubs game, and now, like I said, I'm going to bed. So I literally spent the rest of my afternoon sitting in my bed pretty much watching TV and or different things. But I did produce prep for today. I made dinner for tonight. I did laundry and dishes for today as well. But here's the thing, guys, my dad is actually right now currently in Georgia because he actually flew on a plane, which I think he's like me and terrified of like flying. I've never flown ever. My dad, I think, has flown like a few times, but he doesn't like flying either. And like I seriously am, like I said, I have never been on a plane, but I just do not like to think about being on a plane. So I always say, like when everybody's like, why don't you like to fly, or why won't you fly and stuff like that, and I'm always like, if God wanted me to fly, he would have made me with wings. I'm keeping my feet on the ground. Like that's where I belong. I don't want to be up in the air. So you know, I'm a short person too. I like to stay close to the ground. But yeah, so like I said, I just don't like flying. But my dad is there actually for not like a business trip, but he's there for like, what's it called, like he's taking classes or something like that to like learn a program or something like that. And so I don't know if it's like to be certified in something or what it is, but he's gone I think until Thursday. Like he left today. I think he has schooling for 2 or 3 days or something like that. Like I think it's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then he comes home on Thursday. And I was like, hopefully he's back for like the Bears and the Panthers play their first preseason game at Soldier Field on Thursday. So I was like, well, I hope you're home for that because you don't want to miss that. But yeah, so he is gone for like 3 days or whatever, and it's really weird because I was like, seriously, like my dad has never not been like, other than when he went to Indiana like a few, I don't know, sometime this summer he went, or spring maybe it was or whatever. But other than that, like I can't remember the last time, like other than when I was like little and my parents would like go out somewhere, you know, something like that, like, which was even also really rare. Like there was a few times I remember like my grandma babysitting because they were like out somewhere or something like that. But like my dad is normally not the person that ends up like leaving or is like gone, and like the fact that he's like states away is also like really weird. And so I don't know why though, but like this whole afternoon like something didn't feel right because I was like, where is he? Why isn't he coming home? Like, why haven't I heard the laundry room door? Because he always comes in through the side door. I was like, why haven't I heard the side door open? Like, why haven't the dogs all started freaking out, like, because he's home or whatever? And like, I don't know, it's just really weird, like the fact that like he's not here. I mean, by this point normally he's asleep, so it's not like super weird right now, but like normally I'm like I don't know, this whole afternoon never felt like it like progressed to like being like the afternoon, because he was home, he went to work I think to like drop off the van and then came back home and then went and got his hair cut, then came back, then went and got on the plane. So yeah, he was like here in the morning, but like I said, it's just really weird that whole like that transition into normally like I'm done babysitting, then normally my dad comes home, like there wasn't that, so this whole afternoon didn't feel like it really existed. And so like I said, it was all kind of thrown off and it didn't feel like a normal like afternoon. So again too, it's gonna be really weird like this entire like few days that like he's states away is really bizarre. And like I said, like my mom's like went on like trips and stuff like that, and like my dad's just normally not the person that's like not here, so I don't know, it's just really weird. And like I said, that whole routine of like my dad normally comes home at like 3 or 4 o'clock, sometimes 5 if it's really late, but like that whole transition into it being the afternoon never happened for me. And then like I said, being in my room, and now I'm like watching the Cubs game, which like sometimes I do, but then it was weird too because I was like, oh, I'll just go out in the living room and watch it, and like normally my dad will kind of like filter in and like end up watching the game too, and I was like, he's not here, he can't watch the game. So I was texting him, he's like, they're actually have it on, because he's in another state, right? So they're not streaming like the Chicago Cubs game in another state because it was on local TV. But I was like, Dad, you're missing the game. He's like, no, they have it on ESPN. And I was like, oh, lucky, you're still gonna watch it, which was a really good game, and I'm happy I watched it tonight. So anyways though guys, I need to take a shower and get to bed. I just have to take a quick one, like I said, getting to bed early. So I will see you all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.